I'm Alex Whitler. Thanks for being here. He's charged in the 2024 shooting that killed 2 students and 2 teenagers. 9 others were hurt. Fox 5's Tyler Finger joins us now with what we can expect from this afternoon's hearing. Tyler.
Yeah, Alex, good afternoon to you. Colt Gray's court hearing is set to get underway here at the Barrow County Courthouse in just about 2 hours or so. This is a status conference hearing, so we're hoping to get an update on this case and see where things stand. This originally was set to take place back in October, but was delayed at the request of Colt's attorney, who had just been handed the case the week before the October 22nd hearing. In that motion for continuance, Colt's attorney said she needed time to review the evidence and was awaiting the results of an evaluation of her client, which was still ongoing. Colt faces a number of charges, including malice and felony murder, aggravated assault, and child cruelty. This case stems from the Apalachee High School shooting in September 2024. Colt is accused of killing 4 people and wounding 9 others. His father, Colin Gray, has also been charged. Prosecutors say he gave Colt the semi-automatic rifle used in the shooting, despite knowing his son could pose a threat to the public. Colin Gray's trial has been delayed until February and will use a Hall County jury to avoid potential bias. During Colt's court hearing in May, his last attorney indicated Colt was considering pleading guilty by entering a non-negotiated plea. That means no deal, and Barrow County Chief Superior Court Judge Nicholas Prim would decide his sentence without a trial. His lawyer said a decision was months away because he was waiting on Colt to meet with a psychologist. At the time, the family of Coach Richard Aspinwall, one of the 4 killed during the mass shooting at Apalachee High School, was split on what should happen. Take a listen to what they told me.
I don't want him having a deal. I don't want him to negotiate. I want to see him in prison.
For me, it's the right way to go. Just get this over with and move on as best we all can.
And again, this court hearing is set to get underway in the 2 o'clock hour. I'm going to be in the courtroom for all of it, and I'll have the very latest coming up on Fox 5 News at 4, 5, and 6. We're live in Barrow County this afternoon. Tyler Fingert, Fox 5 News.
Okay, Tyler, thank you. Also in Barrow County, a judge is investigating an alleged Open Meeting Act violation that stems from a battle over funding for school resource officers for the next school year. A woman who attended the July meeting when the motion passed claims county commissioners violated the state's Open Meetings Act and the Georgia Code of Ethics by not publicly disclosing the SRO's agenda item prior to that meeting, which they say resulted in low turnout. That woman argues the vote directly impacted school safety following the Apalachee High School shooting. The county asked a Barrow County judge for it to be dismissed. Atlanta police homicide investigators have asked for the public's help as they work to solve a deadly shooting from September 13th. Just before 1 o'clock that afternoon, officers conducted a welfare check on Joseph E. Lowry Boulevard, and when they arrived, they found the man here on your screen, 62-year-old Daryl Weems. He was dead from what appeared to be a gunshot wound. This is an active investigation, and anyone with information is encouraged to contact Atlanta police or Crime Stoppers. You can always make an anonymous phone call. Weather-wise, it's like we've just been dealing with these thick gray skies for I don't even know how many days now. Allegedly, the sun is going to come out a little bit later today. Let's check in with Fox 5 Storm Team meteorologist Jonathan Stacy. I know we're not holding our breath on it, though.
Yeah, we shouldn't, because I just took a look at some new models in at the noon hour, and it shows that the clouds may be sticking around longer than we initially thought. We're hoping for some sunshine today, but it will be a case of the haves and the have-nots. So let's get straight to the boards on this Tuesday at noon. And you can see temperatures are struggling to climb into the 40s, still at 39 degrees in Canton, 39 also in Dalton. Elsewhere, you've made it to 40 or higher, but you're not going to climb much higher than that. Here in the city, downtown at 40 degrees, a pair of 4s for Dunwoody, 42 for Lawrenceville, 45 for Dallas at this hour. Douglasville, you're coming in at 40 degrees. Look at outside. It looks the same way it's looked really over the past 5-6 days. Sunshine not allowed so far, but we're going to try to change that as we get deeper into the afternoon. Now, earlier models were trending towards an afternoon that would be brighter, but the latest model runs are now starting to say that this cloud cover is going to hang on a little bit longer than we like, especially to the south and to the east of I-85. As we go through the afternoon, temperatures are going to try to tap 50 degrees, but most will hit and miss. I think we'll make it here in Atlanta at 50 degrees, 51 for Rome. I think you have the opportunity to hit it down there in Thomaston. If you're going to hit 50s, once again, I may even throw Carrollton and Canton in the bunch, because you're you're going to get more sunshine than your friends down to the south and to the east. Tonight, the clouds should be out of the way and temperatures will have room to fall down below freezing. But tomorrow, you have another issue, and it comes in the way of the wind. I'm tracking those gusts coming up in my complete Fox 5 Storm Team forecast. Alex?
Okay, Jonathan, we'll check back. Thank you. The attorney for Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis went before the state Supreme Court this morning to appeal a Fulton County Superior Court order directing her to comply with a subpoena. She's supposed to testify before the Senate's special committee that's next week about the election interference case against President Trump. Fox 5's Deidre Dukes is live outside the state Supreme Court with what came out of that hearing. Deidre.
Hi, Alex. Well, there was no ruling from the court today, but the big news to come out of today's hearing was from Fulton County DA Fani Willis's attorney. He did say in court that she would appear before a special state Senate committee on December 17th to testify. Now, state Supreme Court justices heard oral arguments this morning in the initial legal challenge filed by DA Willis's attorney, former Governor Roy Barnes, to block the initial subpoena from a state Senate committee. Now, Willis's attorney argued that the state Senate committee investigating the alleged misconduct on the part of Fulton DA Willis during her handling of the election interference case lacks the legal authority to issue a subpoena after the General Assembly has adjourned for the year, and that the demands are overly broad and violate the separation of powers. Well, the committee chairman, Bill Cowsert, has maintained that the legislative branch has the inherent power to investigate and use subpoenas, and that a new state law explicitly grants such authority to legislative committees. Now, Willis's attorney maintains the effort to get Willis to testify is politically motivated and an effort to embarrass her about her reported involvement with former special prosecutor Nathan Wade. Here's what he told reporters outside the courthouse today.
She had a romantic relationship with the sister. Well, let me tell you something. If they disqualify every member of the General Assembly that has a romantic relationship with a secretary or a lobbyist, you're not going to be able to have a quorum next session.
Now, Barnes was also questioning why the hearing was even necessary, given the fact that Willis has agreed to testify later this month. Again, no decision made today, and there is no deadline for the court to issue a ruling. That's the latest here at the state capitol. Deidre Dukes, Fox 5 News.
Sure didn't mince any words there, did he? Deidre, thank you. Well, in our You Decide 2025 coverage, Republican State Senator John F. Kennedy has announced he's resigning from his Senate seat to focus on his bid for lieutenant governor. He says his resignation is effective immediately. In a newly released written statement, he says, "It has been an incredible honor to serve and represent the 18th District in the Georgia State Senate for the past 11 years. A Northwest Georgia state senator just announced he'll run to fill Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene's seat. State Senator Colton Moore says he was upset by Greene's resignation, arguing the district needs a strong Republican in office. In a new social media video, he suggests that he fits the role, joining 4 other candidates who are running for the seat.
I'm 100% pro-Trump. I was the first elected official to call out the fraud in the 2020 election.
On my side, I just need to stay laser focused and making sure that I'm speaking directly to Democrats, Democrats, independents, and common sense Republicans.
You just heard from the candidate who ran against Harris or Greene back in 2024. That is Harris. He says he feels confident in this campaign and believes this time the outcome will be different. A Fulton County elections worker is under criminal investigation this hour after officials say she scanned ballots for family members who weren't even there during last week's runoff election. The incident happened at Dobbs Elementary School. The Georgia Secretary of State's office and Fulton County Police are leading the investigation into these accusations. And now all ballots that were cast last Tuesday are being recounted.
The good news here is that our elections, the processes that we have in place, they worked. This situation was caught and it was immediately addressed.
That poll worker hasn't been publicly identified just yet, and as of right now hasn't been charged. But we do know the employee was a veteran elections worker and had worked previous Fulton County elections.